The song, it came out like I wanted it to. The video came out a lot more than I wanted it to. And when I saw the final product, I was very pleased.
What was your first reaction?
The first reaction was we pulled it off. Everything that we wanted in the video was there and even more. Okay, let's go.
I wasn't going to put them on until we got in.
Don't you dare, boy.
Come on.
What was he going to do? I had a hair or two that was blowing in the wind. Okay. The game. I guess we know where we're going.
We're going.
Was it all business, or did you have fun making the video at the same time?
Oh, no, I had a lot of fun. I guess there was some business in it for me, too. I guess, you just have to get down to it and get serious. That's the more business. But most of the time, it's just fun. It's a cut-up. You can have fun and business at the same time. When you don't have fun anymore, that's when you need to quit.
So this is it. Wow, who set up my drums?
Therese, this is my camera.
I think Chris and I have been playing together since before we could even play. We've actually been planning this thing for quite some time, so
tennis rackets, baseball
yeah,
bats.
Anything we could put in our arms. And we've been, I guess, really writing since we were about 9 or 10 years old.
Your current song, why did you decide to record it and make a video of it now?
Because we just went through the process about 6 months ago with the last song he did. And
Different song.
Right. And we wanted to do it while it was still fresh and while we were still on the roll, and we didn't want the ball to slow down with any momentum. And we went through a bunch of his old songs.
The older ones that we used to play with Nice Boys.
Yeah, and just sort of revamped them and made them more 1986.
Yeah, you were out a meter, but we were doing it just to hear it. Huh? You want to lay it? I mean, it's there. You want to do it right.
It's at the intro and at the very beginning of the second chorus, so we can let it run.
I'm back there, and I don't mind being in the rear because I can hide. It's like having, I've got my drums up there set up as a barrier in a way. And I can just stay back there by myself, and I don't have to worry about if I goof up or something like that, and I'm right there in front of everyone.
But you're also not getting the same kind of notice, are you?
Right, and in that way, every once in a while, it's like I'd like to be out there. I'd like to, be up front and be noticed every once in a while. But then there's always that point that I want to go back and retreat behind the drums, Sure, go out there for a few minutes and then come right back, or something like that. But it doesn't bother me to a great. I don't think about it. I just go out there. I just like playing the drums enough, and being on stage and playing is good enough for me.
The song itself, Can't Have You, what does it mean? What were you thinking when you wrote it?
I wasn't really sitting down to think of okay, well, the song, is about things you can't have or things that you want. You can do all these things, but you can't have the thing or the person that you really want the most. I didn't deliberately sit down and say, okay, that's what I want to write about. I usually start with just a melody and kind of something that would be the hook, something that more or less would, you could keep singing, you could whistle to. And I'll start with a line like that and then just build around that. I'll usually start with the chorus. And if I can get a catchy chorus, it's a snap to write the verses to, just put some words together. So it was just kind of just a fun song to do. Sat down, I started thinking, what's all the things you can do? I can do this, I can do that, but I can't have you. And it it just fell together. It was a very easy song to write.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
And right here you go. Okay.
How much time did you spend videotaping it? How much time did you spend editing your videotape?
We spent about equal amount of time. The shooting was actually done in 2 weekends, just mammoth hours. We'd go in and shoot, 16 hours this day and 12 hours the next day, and a lot of that being setup time. And then the editing was done over a couple of weeks period on just a few hours at a time, and it was accomplished actually probably in a shorter amount of time. But that was solely because of pre-planning, storyboarding, and knowing exactly what we were shooting. In the editing, I'll let you turn, and then I'll freeze right there. Then I'll dissolve to you turning some more, and I'll do that like 3 times.
Okay, and that'll be, this is going to be...
And it'll cut straight to the animation.
Right. Besides the wavy lines, I don't think people... Okay, besides the wavy lines, that'll be the first piece of real animation, which is Larry's animation.
Larry's animation,
right.
yeah. And you have
the
that.
film stripping, and
okay.
It'll just start from the top,
This is your first page, and
right.
it goes...
And it'll just,
And he doesn't actually appear till where?
He comes in just for a little bit, and, I mean, that's a split second, and then he's gone again.
Yeah. It'll be up there for maybe 3 or 4 frames.
And then, right, and at the very last,
comes back in at the end.
Right, it ends up where his eyes just trail off.
They come off the top. Okay, good.
So, it gives me.
Can we get a close-up of this?
These are the latest fashion in New York. They sell these jeans, and they cost $92 a pair. And it took you how long to get that to look that way?
$92 a pair.
Your mom did a good sew job on that.
I think so. My mom was a little alcoholic, so she was having a little... She'll love you. It does look so good. I'm next. Make me pretty.
Yeah, I gotta do something here.
There's one out of place, I've noticed it.
The first couple of times you see the video, you really don't hear the song. You're looking at all the images on the set, and after watching it a couple of times, when you're used to seeing the pictures you saw for, twice in a row, you get to, well, I didn't hear that before in the song, and then you start listening for the words and for the melody, and you start listening to the song more, and then it becomes kind of a whole, and then you can kind of sit down and enjoy it as a whole. And hopefully keep enjoying it over and over again.
Daryl, who was the cameraman you used on this project?
It's a gentleman by the name of Yaroslav Vodanov.
Was he experienced with making videos?
He was experienced to the extent that he had worked on a couple of national videos, but he had never taken over the role of director of photography and lighting director and all. Like
pretty much did most of the work we didn't have experience in doing.
Okay, and how long, when is that, I tell you what, I want you to stand next to me.
Okay.
And you just tell me when to cut.
Okay.
Okay. And why don't we set up for that, take a look at it, rehearse it once or twice, and then do it.
I think we're set. Just get our audio played out. There you go. Okay. So Larry, what you'll do is how we're going to have Larry lead.
I say just kind of like he's getting up and just goes that way as much as he can.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, on this one, this is where the second verse is. I was always there on time, staying the right in line, just to pass me by. You stand up and act like you're going to leave. Just stand up and leave. Okay?
Stand up and walk off.
Just to pass me by.
No, I'm walking off this way.
Everybody's leaving. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have y'all come into the shot.
Okay.
And so at the very beginning, which way are you going to, okay, show me like you're going to stand up and leave, okay? Okay? Now start out in that same position, just do it backwards. Just sit down. I mean, stand there by your stool and just turn and sit down and turn.
Okay, I'm doing like this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get up like this.
Okay? Now just do that backwards.
Like that.
That's how we'll start this sequence, by you sitting down.
Oh, okay.
The most difficult aspect was pulling it all together, the whole entire project. I was producer, I was director. In some instances, I was cameraman. I had to completely do the sets help with the lighting, help with audio, and shooting the documentary at the same time that I was trying to direct the video took a lot of my strength away from me. It was tough to try to do that. And trying to worry about everything that was going on, the total picture, rather than being able to concentrate on just one thing. I think that's probably the most difficult for me.
Great.
10 years from now, what do you think you'll remember about making this video?
Being tired stands out in my mind. Long hours that we put into it. I'm sure in the future it'll be the same way. It'll be long hours.
I guess for me, and probably for everybody else in the band, was just it's just very time consuming. We'd be sitting, and you know, it takes so long. We'd sit for just hours, just waiting either for the lights or for just, you know, just setup time is just enormous in making a video. And
Do you know what I'm doing? I'm waiting for the director and the photographer to get out of the control room, because I've been sitting here for an hour and a half in the hot lights with my wrinkled sleeves waiting to shoot this. I've got to leave in 5 minutes, catch a plane to New York, and I'm out of here. Where are you? Where are you? You sinner!
We've talked about why you made the video. Why did you decide to take on even more and make a documentary of making your video?
for one thing, I felt people would have an interest in knowing how bands just starting out go about starting out. You know, what do they do to get their faces out into the public? And I just wanted to show people what went into making videos on this level. You know, not having a lot of people involved, not a big crew, and just basically showing from start to finish of just what it was like to spend a couple of days with Bouncing Off the Walls and see how they make their videos.
And also to show just how we are personally, you know, just to give people a chance to get to know us the way that we really are at all times, even when we're on camera or off camera.
Yeah,
it gives people a chance to get to know us as a person.
If no one heard your music or saw your videos, no one, would you continue to make them?
Sure.
Eventually somebody would have to see them. Judging by what's happened so far in the band's history, recent history of course, they've already received national airplay. The video has been aired on the National Music Video Network.
And how did that happen? How did that come about?
Just pounding the pavement, going out there and saying, I have this, would you take a look at it, and if you like it, we'd like you to use it. And it worked. It was good enough to be shown, and they showed it, and we were really happy for that. And I hope that with this next one, the same thing will happen on a broader scale. We've already received international airplay with this one, because it's showing, can I mention this, the Hard Rock Cafe in London is showing the video now. And we're pretty proud of that. That's something not a lot of people can say.
It's a big step. It's a very big step for a local band.
It is big.
Tell